Good evening to all. I am Dr. Venkatesh. Here I present transcatheter closure of chained ascending aortic pseudoaneurysm in children, a novel approach to mitigate the surgical risk. Ascending aorta pseudoaneurysm is a rare and devastating complication post-cardiac surgery with incidence
Can we see the slides a little more? I mean, not
typically occurs at the site of aortic cannulation, cross-clamp site, graft anastomotic site, aortotomy site for aortic valve surgery, post-aneurysmal repair of ascending aorta. Clinical presentation varies from asymptomatic status to catastrophic rupture, and they are often mycotic in origin. It is conventionally managed by surgical repair but has high mortality. Transcatheter device closure has been described in adults, not suitable for surgery, and it has not been described in children. Here I present transcatheter device closure of ascending aortic pseudoaneurysm in 2 children as an interim procedure prior to definite surgical repair. First child is a 10-year-old girl, cyanotic congenital heart disease, DORV, non-rotable VSD, post-AP window repair with PA banding in newborn period, later underwent staged Fontan palliation. She presented with sternotomy site infection and persistent post-discharge 1 month after Fontan completion. First culture sensitivity showed MRSA growth. Second child is a 7-year-old boy who presented with large pulsatile swelling over his chest 2 weeks after surgical closure of perimembranous VSD. Echo showed tiny residual VSD and small vegetation in the tricuspid valve. Blood culture grew coagulase negative stab. Cardiac CT done, which showed pseudoaneurysm arising from the anterior aspect of the ascending aorta at the site of cannulation in both the children, and it measured 6 cross 10 centimeters in the first child, and it was close to the sternal sutures. And the neck of the pseudoaneurysm measured 6 millimeters. The second child, it measured 8 cross 7 centimeters, and it was protruding into the subcutaneous plane through median sternotomy. Management options would be standard management, that is surgical repair. However, the problems associated with surgical repair are pseudoaneurysmal sac was close to the sternal sutures, and there is a high risk of torrential bleed during reduced sternotomy, and there is also active ongoing infection. Hence, when heart team has proposed a novel strategy of transcatheter device closure followed by definite surgical repair to prevent from rupture and control active infection. After careful planning for the procedure, we went ahead, and this is the procedure details of the first child. Aortic root angiogram showed gush of contrast leak from the anterior aspect of the ascending aorta into the sac-like structure, which was close to the sternum, and the neck of the aneurysmal sac was narrow. Using O35 Terumo wire and 6-French JR catheter, the neck of the pseudoaneurysm was crossed after multiple attempts, and the catheter was parked in aneurysmal sac. The wire was exchanged with O35 long floppy super stiff exchange length wire, and over which the catheter was exchanged with 7 French bull length sheath. Using delivery cable, 8 mm amplified septal occluder was deployed across the neck of the pseudoaneurysmal sac, completely occluding the its neck. And before releasing the device, angiogram showed no residual leak. This is the aortic root angiogram after successful deployment of the device, showing device was in stable position and trivial residual leak from the undersurface of the device. And there were no any post-procedure complications. Ascending aortic pseudoaneurysm is conventionally managed by surgical repair. Axillofemoral or femorophemoral cannulation with hypothermic circulatory arrest is best utilized for establishment of cardiopulmonary bypass, particularly if the aneurysm is large and adherent to the sternum. This is a systematic review of multiple case series of surgical management of pseudoaneurysm of ascending aorta in adult patients, and the surgical mortality reported ranged from 6.7% to 41%, and predictors of surgical mortality were aneurysmal sac close to the sternum and measuring more than 5.5 centimeters in diameter, active infection, age more than 65 years, and LV dysfunction, and prolonged duration of cardiopulmonary bypass. This is the systematic review of device occlusion of pseudoaneurysm of ascending aorta in adult patients who were unsuitable for surgery. Overall, less than 50 cases have been described in the literature, and all patients were unsuitable for surgery or were high risk for surgery. And the type of devices used commonly was amplified atrial septal occluder. The success rate of this procedure was 75% with minimal leak. The potential complications include device migration or embolization, which occurred in 12% of patients requiring emergency surgery, and total of 18% of patients had ongoing leak into pseudoaneurysm. However, long-term results were not available. In our patients, the pseudoaneurysm was large with high risk of rupture. Pseudoaneurysm was close to the sternum, and there was active ongoing infection. However, the neck of the pseudoaneurysm was narrow with good landing zone for the device. So transcatheter device closure was done prior to definite surgical repair for interim stabilization to reduce the risk of rupture, administer intravenous antibiotics, and to mitigate the surgical risk. Both the children underwent surgical patch closure with a retrieval of the device. within 10 days of the index procedure, and they are doing well on follow-up. This is intraoperative image showing the device occluding in the neck of the pseudoaneurysmal sac, and the device was retrieved successfully and with controlled bleeding, and there was no any procedural complications, and they successfully underwent aortic patch repair. The advantages of this novel strategy are the risk of pseudoaneurysm rupture is avoided, the bleeding risk during reduced sternotomy was reduced, the neck of the pseudoaneurysm was identified easily as the device itself is the marker, and excessive manipulation during surgery is avoided. Percutaneous closure of ascending aortic pseudoaneurysm followed by definite surgical repair can be safe alternative option in selected children with suitable anatomy and is a novel strategy to mitigate the surgical risk. It should be ideally done in a hybrid suit. However, if not, standby surgical team and operating room should readily available while performing such procedure. Thank you.
Venkatesh,